So this men's team title comes down to this event here, the 4x4 and the triple jump. Now, Cam, the women's race, we saw a very, very slow pace to start. Do you think we're going to see anything similar in this 5K?
And already 50, 60 meters in, it looks a little bit more enthusiastic than that women's race.
It's a nice way to put it.
We do see Burkhalter go to the front. We saw him do this indoors, try and help Noecker. And as I kind of mentioned, running down the start list, Noecker not afraid to take on a strong pace. He probably feels as if that is, oh, as you see Chelangam moving strongly. So already we see a gap of 3 athletes separating as we go to the podium for this women's 5K.
In second place from North Dakota, Leauge. And in first place from South Dakota State with a time of 17 minutes, 25 seconds, Leauge.
Congratulations to Leauge, our Summit League champion. In the women's 5K, adds another medal to her already very deep collection.
So like I was saying, I mean, we see Burkhalter, who's ran the 15 and the 8 already today. He's going straight to the front. Indoors, he did this kind of acting as a bit of a pace setter, just ensuring that Noecker was able to get out hard and out of trouble.
And like you mentioned, we're already very strung out here. A very long train to hop on.
For the painter,
Chelangam, Noecker. Looks like Leauge of Oral Roberts up there. St. Thomas with Leauge, Harrison. McNeish from St. Thomas in that front group. And it's still Burkhalter out front. They went 69 on that last lap. So, I mean, they're keeping it honest.
Yeah, yeah.
As we have a very warm afternoon here for these 5K runners down on the track.
The gaps forming all around here. So it looks like that. Let's see here.
Burkhalter, Noecker.
Yeah, Kip Kojai trying to bridge the gap to the top 3 to Chelangam and Noecker.
Leauge up there. Leauge, Harrison. And let's not forget Luke Labette tucked away in there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the Fighting Hawks. Will Lohr had a phenomenal race in that men's 10K.
With the St. Thomas, looks like he keeps kind of checking his rear view mirror, as it were, and kind of keeps stomping on the brakes. I don't know if that's because he doesn't want to lead or what he's trying to accomplish there, but been passed a couple of times here, and then it looks like he hops right back on the pace. So,
yep. So as
trying
now,
to force the athletes.
So it looks like Leauge right now of St. Thomas would be number 8 with Harrison just behind him 9th. And we know how important it would be for NDSU to score a couple points here in this event.
You see Noecker go to the front, Chelangam in second there. Burkhalter, after leading for 2.5 laps or so, he started to tumble down the order. See how long he holds on.
And a huge shakeup over in the men's triple jump. Kouate Debum jumps another personal best to move all the way up into 4th place. 14:58, 47:10, a PR by over a foot. So we'll keep our eyes over on the triple jump.
A big pack still back there, kind of around that 9 through 15. It's like Lauterbach of South Dakota has inserted himself into the picture. He's on the shoulder of Harrison of North Dakota State. Leauge looking around. Looks like he's going to move to the front of that pack, maybe make an effort to bridge the gap to the two Oral Roberts athletes, Kip Kojai and Magake.
Jamie Burns of UND, Scottish 10K champion, work his way up there. And it's still Noecker and Chelangam out front. Now remember, both these gentlemen went under the previous conference record in the 10K. Chelangam won that battle. Noecker, just a freshman, a phenomenal prep career in the state of Nebraska, was a 4-time cross-country champion, won plenty of titles on the track, and it translated well this fall as he walked away with his first Summit League title in cross-country.
Yeah, almost a copy and paste of what we saw in the 5K. Noecker in the front, pressing hard, running strongly. Chelangam, just his shadow almost.
Chelangam finished 3rd earlier in the 1500, and another event that would have been a conference record, but finished 3rd there. So
the chase pack has caught what looks like Kip Kojai. No, they've caught Magake with Kip Kojai in their sights, but up front, duel. Noecker of the Jackrabbits, Chelangam of the Golden Eagles.
And like you mentioned, a lot of pushing and shoving here. Burkhalter almost goes down for SDSU. Manages to stay on his feet. That could have been not just tragic for him, but maybe some of the athletes behind him.
Especially with how tight that pack is, could have had a bit of a domino effect there.
Oh, man, we're lucky to not see any carnage down on the track as Chelangam still is out front. Now, over in the triple jump, we have just finished round 4. Biggest movement there, as mentioned, Kuate Debum of North Dakota State moving into 4th. Our leader remains Carson Stair, who has a slight improvement on that jump, 48.10 1/4. Stair still your leader. We'll keep you updated as we continue to contest this men's 5K.
More of the same, lap after lap. Noecker leads Chelangam. I have been impressed with Burkhalter, though. Went out strong with the leaders and has tumbled a bit in the order, but he's hanging tough.
And this pack here, there's 10 guys in that pack. Only 6 of them can score if Chelangam and Noecker remain out front. Noecker and Chelangam have opened up about a 100-meter lead.
Yeah, they're
pack.
really pulling away. I think the chase pack is not chasing so much, is just trying to sort out who amongst them is going to get the points. They know where their race lies, and it's with the athletes who they are shoulder to shoulder with.
Now, we've been talking team race all day between NDSU and USD. You know, South Dakota State has an opportunity here to put up a lot of points in this event. And while they're down, they're not out. The Jackrabbits 131 points right now, approximately 37 points behind NDSU, but they've got 5 guys in that pack right there, along with Noecker out front. So, I mean, a chance for them to put up a lot of points as well in this event.
Leauge, Luth, and Burns have been looking strong all day. Larson from South Dakota State, as well as Lohr, look to be making a move up on the outside. As Noecker continues to lead. You could almost put each, you could take one lap of Noecker and Chelangam and put it on repeat, as Noecker looks the same, comfortable to be charging from the front. Chelangam looks the same, comfortable to to be following from behind.
And a little bit of movement in that chase pack. Arison coming up on the outside.
Yeah, it looks like Leauge and Labette have put a little bit of pace in there as Larson has been able to match them. Leauge kind of caught in the middle with Burns, Arison,
McNeish.
and McNeish, yep.
Holding on. Josh Becker back there.
There's Arison bridging the gap to Leauge.
Magake and Kipchoge still mixing it up as well.
So this will be 1,200 to go once Noecker and Chelangam hit the start-finish line.
And Cam, where in that 10K did we see the move?
I can't remember. I feel like it was like within 800 to go. So
maybe not yet.
Yeah, I would guess maybe one more lap at this.
Arison moves up into 6th. Will Leauge separating himself in 5th there.
I think that's Larson in 5th.
Okay,
Who is actually
Will Leauge in 7th.
Yeah, Larson is actually falling back from Labette and Leauge. So Arison will try and pick up the pieces there.
It's still Noecker and Chelangam out front. 1,000 meters to go. As things wind down here, Labette in 3rd, Leauge in 4th, Larson 5, Arison 6, McNeish 7, Josh Becker, your last placer at the moment in 8th.
Yeah, Becker, similar to how we saw him race earlier in the championships, moving up well over the last quarter of the race.
But I think we're far from done yet. I'm still seeing a lot of movement here in this back pack, so we might see a guy like Josh Becker, you know, separate and get moving.
So 800 to go, it's still Noecker and Chelangam. Sometimes if a chaser is feeling comfortable, you'll see that he clips the leader a little bit. We haven't seen that from Chelangam yet. It's not like he's itching to make the pass, but he's kind of duped us before, not giving us any information on how he's feeling other than he's able to hang with Noecker. Noecker and Chelangam navigating some lap traffic.
And it looks
Here goes
like
Chelangam.
That's the move right there, but not as powerful as the other day.
Oh, his moves in the past have been very decisive. This is definitely a strong move, but
Putting a step on Noecker, doing a great job to hold on.
Going
Chelangam
right
even
with
looks
him.
over his shoulder to say, did I lose him? And he hasn't yet. We've got 500 meters to go. A duel in the sun, Chelangam and Noecker. As Noecker injecting a little pace here.
back to the lead.
A strong move for him. He's not finished yet. As we go to the bell.
Maybe Chelangam was feeling good, made the move, and said to himself, I'm not feeling that good. We'll see how
Noecker.
this unfolds.
Chelangam, Labette still in 3rd, Leauge in 4th. Arison now moving up to 5 with Josh Becker on his heels.
Here goes Chelangam on the shoulder of Noecker again. He moves to the lead once more. Does Noecker have a second response?
That's what we need to see. Noecker doing everything he can to hold on. As Chelangam opens up a little bit of a gap. 200 to go.
Abraham Chelangam, 150 to go. Noecker chasing, Chelangam behind for most of the race, but he'll go down the home stretch and gather another Summit League title. Hard-fought run from Carson Noecker. He will come home in 2nd. It looks as if Labette will remain in 3rd. Leauge in 4th. Josh Becker has moved up around Jake Arison.
Jake Arison holding on to 6th right now as it stands, but a strong finish. This looks like McNeish charging. Will Leauge, who's run really well this weekend, also charging.
Charles Caven, who we haven't said in a while. So there's Becker. Arison finishing strong. McNeish and Leauge. Looks like McNeish will get Lohr at the line.
7-8. So those were your scores right there.
Oh, Ryan, and we weren't even paying attention. It looks like a conference record for Abraham Chelangam, 14-12. Carson Noecker also under the previous conference record. He runs 14-15. We knew they were running fast.
But I don't think we had any idea that they were running that fast.
We weren't even paying attention.
Previous conference record held by Joseph Minor Williams of South Dakota State set last season, 14-21. They demolished that record.
And, you know, Luke Labette, who hung back for quite some time, 14-29, not far off of that previous conference record, too. He gets third. Strong run for the freshman, Adam Luth of St. Thomas, 14-35. Becker does come through for fifth. Arison, sixth. Valuable points, potentially game-changing points from Jake Arison there. Obviously, we'll see how the triple jump unfolds. McNeish of St. Thomas, seventh. Will Lohr, final points for South Dakota State in eighth.
See the rest of those finishers on the screen. Credit where credit's due. Daniel Burkhalter had a busy weekend. Still manages to place 12th in this race. Peyton Smith, a very decorated runner from NDSU, finishes 17th. Fantastic performances all the way around. I do have an update from the triple jump here. We have a new leader with a couple of jumpers left in round 5, but Isaiah Hopf of St. Thomas PRs to take the lead, 14.96, 49 feet 1 inch. We still have jumps from Tristan Hanna, who registered 14.42. He will remain in third. And Carson Stair of USD, the last 5th round attempt here,